What's up everyone, welcome back to another video with JayBee and Millie.
Hey guys!
So we've got a bit of a different video for everyone today, and it's basically just a discussion about the new update that should be released today from posting this. So a big part of this update has been Dream Suite, you know, where there's a new NPC called Luna who I believe appeared in previous games, and the concept is that we go into our house or wherever we have a bed placed down on our island. From there we can go into an island that we've saved. For example, we recently toured Scurvy Dog's island that was based on the lighthouse. Now, from what I understand, they could give us a code, say it's XX12 for just a random example. Now I could go into my bed and type in that code, I'm instantly there. It's their island as they've uploaded it, so to speak, or as it appeared when they last saved. Now I can't influence the island because whatever changes I make aren't set. And I was just wanting to start a conversation, because we do island tours, with you, Millie, about how that could change the game potentially.
See, I don't know, I kind of feel that like a lot of people would have some kind of reservations of having people on their island, because like, for example, turnips, there's nowhere really to put them. So people sometimes make like outdoor fields and stuff to store their turnips in, and so I feel like people would be a bit apprehensive like having people to their island for that reason. So I do feel like in a way it could make it easier for us to do island tours, because people are going to have like less reservations of having people on the island. Similarly though, like, I don't know quite how it'll work, like if you could just share your dream code with your friends and then like you then go in the game and you have like 10 different people walking around your island the next day. So kind of like people getting in your way, a lack of privacy, like, because obviously you can control it normally by like opening up the gates and stuff. I mean, what are you thinking?
So I think it is just in another world, almost like the Upside Down from Stranger Things. Like, it won't, like we could be here doing what we're doing now, sorting out the flowers, and someone could use their dream code and be here as of, you know, as in the island as of last time it was saved. So the flowers would still be how they were before. I don't think there's a problem with that, but I do get what you're saying in terms of how people are like, okay, you know, we've got these flowers, these gold roses, last time I invited people over, one of them was taken, or I've got DIY recipes that people have been stealing and stuff like that, especially with the example you used with turnips, as I know that is a big issue. And I think it's great that we've got a new function that can allow you to say, okay, fine, forget it, someone can come to the island, they can try and take your turnips in this dream code, but they won't be able to, so don't worry. It's basically making your island someone's playground, which is fantastic. I think as a player, it's something that I am completely in love with, because I remember in the early days of us doing the tours, I say the early days like we've been doing them for years, but because we literally have like 40-45 island tours on right now, we've only been doing it for like 40 days. So.
Yeah.
But even from like the early days, say from like tour 1 to 20, 25, or however many, I've said, this is the type of island I wish we could have like a direct link to.
Yeah.
And this is that coming to life. So as a player, I'm over the moon. As someone that does island tours, I'm a bit concerned.
See, I think that's an interesting point to raise, is that, like, because you can just keep going back to an island, you're not going to want to do update videos the same, because you can just keep going to them every other day, so there's going to be, like, the changes aren't going to, like, affect you as much. Do you know what I mean?
Totally, and it is, like, the thing where I much prefer the idea of having the tour guide show you around, because it's their creation. They're going to want to take you on a certain path or explain a certain concept, or take the time to type with you throughout the tour certain story elements. Whereas now it's just you know, okay, this is our code, just do it whenever. And
Yeah.
it seems less personal. Now, I know it's not taking away the dodo code or taking away your right to go to other islands and have them do that. But it's like that thing, like, I saw, because I try and keep up with the kind of Animal Crossing community, I saw that Chase Crossing tweeted. Now, you might not know who Chase Crossing is, but we've watched a few of their videos. They do island tours. They're the ones that we kind of started off watching. Really great people. But they tweeted, you know, this island seems really good, but I do want to keep it to, you know, having the island creator there. And huge respect for that. But I think that's fine with them, because obviously when they're a bigger channel, people are going to want to appear on that channel more, or they're going to be more of a trustworthy presence, so to speak. Whereas with us, we could approach someone on Twitter, seemingly out of nowhere, and it could be, you know, oh, well, we've not really heard of these people, or there's too much of a time difference, or we don't know if we can trust them. You know, they may be less keen to appear on the channel, as it's a growing channel. So they might just say, okay, just take the stream code. And if that's an option for people...
Yeah, in a way it's more helpful. Like, we have a tour scheduled in a couple of days where we've offered to get up at 5 AM to be able to film this because of the time difference. So with something like that, I guess it could be really helpful that we can just go there anytime. But I don't think you'd get the same first impressions. Like, there'd be no flyover, and people put so much effort into their island entrance, and that's kind of been taken away too, because it looks as though you start at resident services.
Yeah, like, I just can't wrap my head around the fact that I'm concerned that we're going to find a gorgeous island, we love the concept, and we love everything about it, and they're like, okay, here's the dream code. And then it's us kind of not knowing where things are and what order to do things.
See, I think that they've already been close enough. Like, been able to travel with the dodo code. Okay, you've done that. I feel like almost the redoing things when there's a lot of things that other people would prefer. Like, one of our common questions when we've done an island tour is, in the next update, what do you want the most? And so many people are like, do you know what I really want is some more custom design space. And I think like 95% of people would have preferred more custom design space than an update where you can travel to people's islands, which you could do already.
I mean, I do completely agree. I do feel that it might be prioritising the wrong things. Again though, I might be wrong. I know that these were popular in like New Leaf or something like that. I know there was an iconic spooky island that people loved visiting, and I guess for that point you can have iconic islands, you know, like someone could put up an alien inspired island that has so much lore and mythology to it, and that then becomes a famous island that people, like in the same way that people in the real world go, okay, I'm going to make a vlog of us going to the Grand Canyon. Stuff like that. Like Animal Crossing people can go, I'm going to make a video of us going to this place. But for everyday touring, I don't know. I mean, obviously we do want to continue doing them with the tour guide. I couldn't imagine doing it without them. But it's just the fact that that's become an option is a bit... I don't know. I just hope it doesn't get to the stage where we just get given the dream code. But there is merit to it. Like, I am actively going to try and get in touch with everyone that we've toured to, you know, send over their dream code so that we can put it in the description, so that we continue to put these dream codes in the descriptions of the tours. So it's like, this is us showcasing the island. You can visit here as well. Check in the description.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to be a replacement.
See what I'm scared of though, if we like get everyone's dream codes, is that like we'll see everything that's going on in their island as it happens, and then like when we do a retour, for all a lot's changed since our last proper tour, we've just been watching them all the time anyway, and so it feels to us like nothing's different.
I guess so, but if there's a new change and we put out a video of someone that spent a lot of time on their island, and that kind of gets boosted up in the search algorithm and people like it and enjoy it and the creator gets more attention, I think that kind of still makes it worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
But again, it's... I don't know how to describe it. It's a bit like... And this is me doing my crazy analogies again. It's a bit like we both work as, cashier people at a supermarket. We like doing our job, we're getting paid quite well for it, and, we like the people that we meet there. And now the store starts trying to introduce those self-checkout things.
Yeah, when we just want to talk to the customers.
Yeah. And that's the best analogy I can come up with in terms of this. And this is just purely as people that do island tours. But, I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to make some videos. Maybe one of the retours as a dream just for the novelty, but again... And I don't think we even know how it is going to play out. I don't know if it's just going to be another dodo code that we can't have. If it's randomly generated each time, or if it is just a code that you can use forever, which I'd prefer. But we don't even know at this point how the mechanic's going to work out.
So remind us, JayBee, when's the update available?
The update is available on the 30th, so no idea what day it is today, but it should be out now when this video is posted. But there's also a lot of other stuff, but I'm not really done about the Dream Suite yet. I know the Dream Suite was very different in past games, like there was like a hotel area that came with it, at least their own building. There was also, and I think we've got their amiibo card, there was also this kind of sleepy walrus that would stand by the dream world, kind of giving out clothes that they've made, custom clothes, from the island. For example, if we visited Annalisa's island... Captain America
clothes!
Then, this little walrus can give us Captain America clothes. Now, it seems like they've phased that out for like an interface, like a Nook interface, which I don't mind, but I know that NPC was very beloved. But yeah, definitely some interesting things going on here in terms of tours. I don't know if it means the end of tours as we kind of do them, but certainly there's alternate routes. I mean, could you ever see us... Not fully transitioning, but could you see us do an island tour in this dream world?
I think it would be in extreme circumstances, like, for example, if the time zones were really different and it wasn't lining up. Like I said, we've got a tour plan for 5 AM where we're going to get up because this person is only available at night time and they'll live, in a completely different time zone. So I think in circumstances like that, I'd consider using a dream code. But other than that, not for the channel, no. Maybe like just if we're trialling or sampling an island before. But other than that, definitely not.
I mean, there's some that it just wouldn't work for. For example, Shunshao, who was Tour 10, they had to give us so much background, they had to be directly involved playing different characters and telling this cohesive plot. And so that one will always need to be, face to face, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely.
Same with the Coalition's tours, with Tifa Horror and Scurvy Dog, because they got on, they got all their friends, all that group to play different people. Now, unless you can have your character as a free roaming entity, that wouldn't work again. But for island tours where it's just a nice showcase, I don't know, if people actively start to and the only thing, I know you don't like this, but Minecraft is the only kind of source that I can come up with to explain how they can do this. Like if there's arrow signaling or more in-depth signs labels like this is the chemistry lab, this is house 1, this is house 2, but again it just feels very removed from the actual creator, and I don't know if I like that.
No, I'm not sure that I do either. I very much, for the duration, plan on keeping the same format that we're using, where we get in touch with the creator, we ask for a dodo code so we get that gorgeous flyover see the stunning entrance that they've created.
Then again, I don't know if this is just a problem that we're having as, say, creators of these tours, because I know we don't have that many, active Twitter followers yet, but the ones we do have are amazing. Now, I did put out, kind of like a voting poll, like saying, when this new update arrives, what would you prefer? Either a tour with the creator or a tour with the dream code. And out of the 10 people that responded, a good, three of them said that they prefer it with the dream code, like actively prefer it with the dream code.
See, I'd say that some people are just quite excited that there's another update coming.
But I don't understand, what is the advantage? I suppose then it's more of an exploration, they could be thinking that it's them watching us and we're exploring a new island together. It's an exploration as opposed to a ride.
I guess you can't really make a decision without seeing what the update does in fact look like.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a really good point. But okay, I think that is all we can discuss at this point in terms of the dream stuff. There's a few minor details now that I'd just like to go over. I guess the first being Red's raffle and the firework display. Nothing really that I can think of to say apart from it looks cool. It looks really cool.
It does look really fun. I know some people that we've spoke to in the community are saying that they've got quite a lot of party ideas that they've taken from that, and that they want to have a few gatherings with the friends on the island. So I guess the firework display could be quite cool. I am definitely gonna check that out the second it's available. Red, again, really exciting because I don't think Red's ever spent enough time on the island. So I think that was needed.
That's true. And really, I actually think that it could be a good thing for this whole island tour situation, because and I have said this ever since I've heard about the update, so I apologise if it seems to the audience like I'm just repeating myself. But if people can buy fireworks and load it up with custom designs, like KK Slider or the Captain America sign, for or stuff like that, stuff that they've created, then I'm looking forward to these person-to-person island tours where it ends with just a scenic view and then they just detonate all their fireworks.
See, for those of you that follow our channel and have seen our coalition tours, they always go to such an effort for us, and that does seem like the sort of thing they'd do.
We've had so many magical tours. Really, I can't thank everyone enough for all of them, because there's so much that people can do. Come on! I imagine how that would work in the Universal Studios Island, or the the Jurassic Park Island, Jurassic Park Islands. And again, that one you quite rightly said, the one that we recently did. The pink Disneyland, the
fireworks behind the castle as if you're at the actual Disneyland.
Or you're in the midst of the Disney parade. That sounds epic, and I'm really looking forward to that. And even here, I'd be so up for trying to stream, a custom made firework display or something like that. I am so excited. I see people complaining, saying, okay, they released New Horizons. It was great to get us through the situation where we have to stay at home, but it's almost like they've sold us a pre-made, a game that was half finished, and now they're just releasing content that should have been there in the first place and expecting us all to get excited about it. And whilst I do see some merits in that, I kind of think, and you can disagree with me if you want, that argument is kind of collapsed somewhat in that the updates are free.
Yeah, that's very true.
They've not gone, oh, we're gonna make people really, thirsty for some new content, new stuff to do for corporate greed. It's, okay, this is the game we've got, and to keep it fresh and interesting, and to almost try and prevent people from just skipping forward on the clock and buying seasonal items or participating in seasonal events and streaming it, spoiling it for everyone. They're just going to release it in bundles.
I would agree, that's a good idea.
So whilst I do see merits in that whole discussion where it's, they've sold us a a game that shouldn't have even been released yet, an unfinished game, and now they're just giving us stuff back for no reason. I don't know, I just can't really disagree with that. much more. To be honest, I think that the way they're doing it is amazing. So I guess last but not least, the last thing. I mean, they mentioned stuff about the Halloween update, but I don't really want to get into that yet. But the last thing that they mentioned was the fact that you're able to save your island, save your game, and they're also going to bring in cloud saves later down the line. Now, how do you feel about that?
I mean, see, I wanted to direct that to you straight away because, like, I would only need this for one console anyway, whereas you've got a Lite as well, so... do you think you transfer the data over?
I can't see it, because it's not the type of thing that I would just want to have on handheld all the time. There's stuff I see merits for, like when I was playing through Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, that to me is more of a handheld game. Same with when I was trying to hatch those shiny Pokemon. I'm not going to carry around, and I've got you can say I've got weak arms, but I'm not going to carry around the whole Switch for like the hours it takes to hatch all those eggs. I'd rather do that on the Lite. Whereas Animal Crossing, I kind of just prefer it on the TV. I can do it handheld when I have to, but it really won't be my go-to. The kind of thing that I was curious about is it said Nintendo Online members, like this requires a Nintendo Online membership, can save their island. So, to me that strikes me as a bit unclear because I've got Nintendo Online and you don't. So if I were to save this island, is that like you saving the island? Like if I saved this island to the database, and touch wood that this doesn't happen, we have a break-in and the Switch gets stolen. We get a new Switch, we download the save data. Is it going to be this as it is now, or is it going to be...
could I access my account?
Yeah, or is it going to be you don't have your house is gone, or will it literally just be Millie's just gone, like...
I don't know, it's kind of weird to think about, isn't it?
Because it said island, saves, island uploads, not really profile or character. So it's just like, does one person need online for all, or... I don't know, it's unclear.
I imagine you can access it without online. So even if my house was there, I'd never be able to get to it.
See, because the plan is for you to get online at some point. Yeah. I want to definitely look into that. But it is just curious. But I'm glad they're doing it. Because I think it's something that you'd want to save. Like, I think they've kind of missed... and this is where I will criticise them a bit. They have kind of missed a trick with what they are allowing to cloud save. Like, you can't cloud save Pokemon or Animal Crossing, but you can cloud save, Super Mario Bros. Or Mario Kart. Now, as much as I love Super Mario Bros. And Mario Kart, if I 100% complete a Mario, Bros. Map, and it all gets wiped, I kind of don't care, to be quite honest. Like, it's a bit of a waste of time, but it's a fun thing to do anyway. Like, it's just the same levels that I'm having fun with. If I have to do them again, I'll have fun doing them again. Like, that to me is no hardship. But if I put hours into, hatching eggs for shiny Pokemon, if I make, a bond, so to speak, getting ribbons and stuff, or completing the Pokemon game, or transferring Pokemon from, say, Emerald, the Pokemon that I've had for years and years and years, and it just, it corrupts, or the Switch gets stolen, or we put hours into making this island. Say if we'd made one of these islands like this, and it just gets lost. That's the type of stuff I'd actually, be actively upset about losing. So I just think that it's kind of good that they're doing cloud saves. I just really do feel for people that have had, Switch problems before that update, because I feel that is something that should have been in the base game. I mean, I know they're giving it back to us for free, but I just feel that's such an integral part of what should have been there, that's the only thing that I see a valid argument for, in terms of it should have been there at the start.
It definitely should have been.
Because how do you make a game based on creating things and having things and not have the option to safeguard what you've created? I kind of just feel that's a bit odd. But yeah, I think that's kind of everything now. Like my voice is getting a bit hoarse, but yeah, I really did enjoy this discussion. Do you have anything that you'd like to add?
Not necessarily about the update. What I would like to say is, for those of you that follow the channel, as you'll see from this video, we've been organising our flowers while we were filming. If anybody is in need of any of these variants, like we have pretty much every flower variant here, please just like feel free to message us on our Twitter at JayMillyVids. Is it at JayMillyVids?
Yeah, JayMillyVids.
Where, you know,
I'll put it on the video somewhere.
We'll be able to like send you a code and you can get some of these flowers, or we can bring them across to you, because they're just like cluttering the island. I've not been on it for a while. And so yeah, completely off topic there, but if anybody needs flowers, we have all these.
Hey, that's an interesting point to raise.
What's that?
In this dream world, if you can't change anything, can you pick up items because it's inconsequential anyway? If so, would that be catalogued?
I imagine you can't.
Me too.
I imagine it's kind of like you're a ghost. You can't interact with anything, you can just see.
But yeah, again, I'm excited for the update. As an Animal Crossing player, I'm thrilled. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed this discussion video. Hopefully we'll be doing some more of these as new updates happen. Like we said, the next one will probably be before, I guess, the update in the autumn time.
With my boy Jack.
Yeah, Jack hopefully is coming to the island with some seasonal creepy Halloween decorations. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Check out this channel for daily 5-star island tours. Also, we unbox amiibo cards and Funko Pops. There's also a number of things that we do surrounding Paper Mario and Pokemon. So yeah, basically anything Nintendo or fun. So yeah.
Anything fun at JayBee and Millie.
At JayBee and Millie. We'll see you in the next video.